Guys, I'm sure you've heard some great things about intermittent fasting, but did you know it has some side effects? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you 10 side effects of intermittent fasting, which no one is telling you. I ate 1 meal a day for 5 consecutive days and made a video report on it. Check the link in the description below. If you're new to Mastery or our YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my videos in the future. Intermittent fasting has millions of benefits for the body and the mind. And really, it's hard to apply in the beginning. But like every new habit, our body is very adaptive. So if you're going through a hard time applying intermittent fasting into your life, just know that give it time. It will get many side effects. You will feel uncomfortable in the beginning, but this is just part of the process if you want to integrate intermittent fasting. That's where the side effects come into play. Most people, that when they start applying intermittent fasting into their lives, they will feel a lot of symptoms, a lot of side effects, and they will think that this is bad for their body. But they don't give it enough time. They don't give their body enough time to adapt to this new way of consumption. Therefore, they give up. There are a lot of side effects that you might encounter when you start applying intermittent fasting. And different people will encounter different side effects. But you should keep at it for at least 2 weeks. You will notice that the side effects will start to go away. On the second week, you won't feel as hungry as you were feeling before, or the headaches will stop. Okay, so give it at least 2 weeks before giving up. You will see that your body will adapt to it and you will feel much better. So now let me share with you 10 side effects of intermittent fasting. The first one is being full after eating. When people start applying intermittent fasting, when it's their feeding window, they will eat a lot of food. And that's not a good idea, guys. When it's time to feed yourself, you should eat proper portions of food, consisting of protein, fiber, carbs, fats. But most people, they will eat a lot of junk food. They will fill their stomach with junk. This is bad. You won't feel good because if you've been practicing intermittent fasting for long, your stomach has decreased in size. Okay, so when you eat a lot of food, it will fill your stomach and you might get vomit. Okay, so it's not a good idea to eat a lot of food when it's your feeding window. Instead, divide it into small portions and be sure to not eat junk food and always eat healthy. Number 2 is an obsession with feasting and fasting window. A lot of people, when they do intermittent fasting, they count the hours when it's time to eat. When is the next time I will be able to eat? And that's not a good idea. It means that you will get off your diet faster and you will not apply intermittent fasting for the long term because you're waiting for the hour when you will eat. Yeah, you might, in the beginning it might be something that you need to work on, but this is not a good approach. So you don't get obsessed with when will be the time to eat. And if you're thinking like that, how many hours is left before my next meal, you will tend to eat a lot of food. So try to be disciplined and not try to wait for the hours until your next meal, because you will most likely eat a lot of food. Well, as part of intermittent fasting, some doctors say that we can have a little bit of coffee when we are intermittent fasting. It won't break our fast. Of course, coffee without sugar, without milk that contains sugar. So a lot of people, they will have many cups of coffee during their fasting window. That's not good, guys. When you're fasting, you can have a little bit of coffee. Not much, because a certain amount will break your fast. So the idea is to just consume a little bit of coffee without sugar. Okay, just to get something in your body. But a lot of people, they will drink too much coffee in their fasting window, and this will lead to stress, anxiety, and poor sleeping habits. Number 4 is hunger and food cravings. So if you've been eating 4 to 5 meals since you're a child, and now you're trying to apply intermittent fasting, it is sure going to be very hard. just as when I started doing it, But you will feel hunger, you will feel a lot of cravings, but you need to give your body time to adapt to this new pattern of eating, and don't give up. So give yourself at least 2 weeks before giving up on intermittent fasting. You will see that your body will get used to it. Number 5 is a reduction in athletic performance. Being a high intensity athlete, after applying intermittent fasting into my life, I noticed after a few weeks that my energy decreased at the gym. But I guess this is normal because you're preventing a lot of fuel for your body to do that kind of exercises. But if you're a moderate athlete, you train moderately at the gym, you don't do any high intensity training, you don't do any performance training, advanced training, I believe that intermittent fasting is good for you. But if you started intermittent fasting but you're a high intensity athlete, but you will notice a decrease in energy levels. What I would recommend is that you do intermittent fasting and see the progress, see your performance in the gym. If at a point you feel less energy, so try to, instead of doing 1 meal a day, maybe increase to 2 meals a day and increase to 3 meals a day, or fast during the night. Try to experiment with that and see if your energy levels goes back up. How are these 5 points yet? If you agree with all 5 of them, tell me yes in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if ever you've applied, you are in intermittent fasting right now, just let me know. Let me know your experience with it so that I can learn from you. We all can learn from each other, right? Number 6 is headaches. Headaches is just a normal thing when you start intermittent fasting. Okay, so again, the body is adaptive. The body is magical. Okay, it stretches and respond to whatever we put it through. So if you're feeling headaches during intermittent fasting, note that this is normal. Just give your body time. The headaches will go away after a few days. Number 7 is brain fog. Brain fog is just a normal part when you start intermittent fasting. The brain fog will go away after a few days. Again, the adapting phase. Number 8, low energy. As I said previously, for high intensity athlete, you can notice a decrease in energy, a decrease in performance, but that's just normal. So for your daily life also, normally I get a lot of energy when I do intermittent fasting during the day, and for some people it might be different. You might feel a little bit lazier because your body is not getting the nutrients that it needs. That is why I recommend that when it's time to feed yourself, you eat proper food, you eat healthy food that consists of all the nutrients, all the vitamins, all the protein, all the fats, carbs, so that your body get what it needs. Okay, so you might feel low in energy, but note that this can be caused by the type of food that you're eating in your feeding window. You must fuel your body, prepare it. Number 9 is heartburn. I never experienced this myself, but a few dieters of intermittent fasting got heartburn. Some say that the heartburn went away after 5 to 6 weeks. But if you're trying intermittent fasting and it does not go away, you're feeling any heartburn, I recommend that you consult your doctor. Number 10, negative effect on pregnant women. Well, if you're pregnant, then it's not a good idea to do intermittent fasting. It will affect you, it will affect the fetus as well. So my advice is, if you're pregnant, forget the idea of intermittent fasting, nourish yourself well with healthy food so that your fetus and yourself get what it needs for the baby. So these are the 10 side effects that you might get if you're starting intermittent fasting. So share your experience with me in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in health and fitness. It's all here, and click the bell icon so that you get my new releases. If you want to go deeper with intermittent fasting, check out my book, The Ultimate Guide to Intermittent Fasting, in the comments below. Alright guys, take care. I'll see you next time.